Yeah, I got nothing here. figures. It works until,
Literally. Summerville High School on NorCal Sports TV. Justin Flores, Jeremy Hurtado, the 3-0 Hughson Huskies in-house at Thorstead Field, taking on the Summerville Bears, who are 0-1, looking for their first victory of the season on NorCal Sports TV.
Yeah, Justin, this should be an interesting matchup here. Houston comes in 3-0, like you talked about a moment ago. They've got a chance to play a bunch of games in Summerville. Unfortunately, had one game canceled. Then they had a game delayed to play all the way until Tuesday night. So now they're playing their second game technically this week. So we'll see how that affects them. Luckily for Summerville, they got some bodies back now that they didn't have earlier this week. So they kind of got a little more numbers. On Tuesday, they only suited up 20 guys. It looks down there like now probably closer to 25 guys. So that'll kind of help with the legs as well. So we'll see here. Summerville, this is only their one of 2 home games they have scheduled right now. So the guys here are going to be a little amped up, get to play at home for the first time this season.
As the sun is setting, kickoff is just minutes away. Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV.
Please join me in a moment of silence to recognize the 2,977 victims that were killed in the terrorist attack on that day. And let us honor our troops who have died while protecting our country and who continue to fight for our freedom. As we reflect today, may we remember the 2 words we pledged to one another all those years ago. Never forget. The best way we can honor those lost on 9/11 is to live each day like it is September 12th. There is no race, gender, or political side. In the end, the one thing that matters is each other. Americans first, Americans forever. And now, would you please remain standing for the national anthem performed by freshman Ave Carrillo.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the
Well, all around the nation and even the world, my friends in Israel, Liberia, reaching out to me with the same words, never forget. There is a connection that America has with the rest of the world for what it has done for many nations in helping them recover from many events. And the event that happened 20 years ago affected so many of us. Some of these young folks here were not here, but they're living in the aftermath of that. They've never known what it's like to go to an airline and not have to go through a TSA checkpoint and so forth and so on. But we're here 20 years later. We get to enjoy some of the best in fine athletic entertainment, including high school football. And at Summerville High School, the Bears continue their tradition. The Hughson Huskies are here, and despite two different teams from two different schools, they recognize they're also one and the same.
No, absolutely, Justin, and that was a great moment of silence there. We've had that at multiple events today, college levels and high school levels, and now it's time to get ready to kick off here, and Bears will be receiving the kickoff going from right to left on your screens here.
It is Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado. Happy to bring this broadcast and to be here together as the sun is setting on a Saturday night. High school football, 2 games in 1 week for Summerville. Huskies at 3-0. Bears looking for their first victory from inside the 20. A kickoff return to about the 32. Not bad, 15 yards for a kickoff return for number 34, Kai Elkins.
No, absolutely, and you see here, he's on one of the upbacks, comes up short, just takes it, gets straight up field. Good job there. Way to just get what you can. Nice tackle there by Abraham Montez for the Huskies.
Summerville taking a look at the defense of the Hughson Huskies. Always a powerhouse program in high school football. An attempt to run by Elkins. Loses a yard.
Yeah, and Houston's going to come in keying on him. Elkins had 99 yards on the ground last week, also contributed with about 30 yards through the air. And last week, I say Tuesday night, but I know for a fact Houston coaches were sitting right in front of me at the game. I was at the game Tuesday night. They were taking notes, and they were saying, hey, we got to make sure we stop him first and foremost to take care of the Summerville offense. So we'll see how that goes tonight.
Another Elkins run, this time to the right side. Back to the line of scrimmage for a couple more as well. A couple yard pickup, bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Bears at their 36 after a few plays. The depth chart in high school football and smaller programs like this, you don't have a lot of players to be keying on. They key on just a couple that they know you're going to go to.
No, absolutely. And this is a huge down here. 3rd down, Summerville quick to the line of scrimmage, but they're taking their time. Hey, reading everything, going to make a call.
Husky defense also lining up. Throw to the left side. Picked up and a touchdown and more across midfield. Jordan Cribbs for the Bears on that pass.
Absolutely, and that was a good route there. Nice snag route, or comes in, gets it, makes a guy miss, gets upfield, picks up the 1st down, and hey, Summerville was able to protect their quarterback Leveros on that play, something they didn't do very well last Tuesday. Leveros was getting pounded most of the time when he was going back to throw. So that'll be a huge key, too, is watch that offensive line for Summerville. Can they protect their quarterback and give him time to throw the football?
Give them that freedom and a little bit of space to prepare and look for the pass. Absolutely. We have Leveros in his – this has got to be his – is this his 2nd year at the helm or 3rd? I know he's been playing varsity ball.
Yeah, his 2nd year of varsity football, but his 1st year at quarterback here.
Elkins trying to get to the outside. Back to midfield for a couple of yards.
And when we say year, it was actually the 4 spring games. Yeah. He played receiver for Summerville, and then he came in and played a little bit of quarterback against Sonora there at the end of the game when Brocchini was out. So and now he's taken over for full-time. This is his 2nd full-time game at quarterback here for Summerville.
You might have recognized the name Frankenstein. He's now in the wideout position on your screen. 2nd one in on the right. And there's him taking the pass just outside his arm's reach from Leveros. That's an unfortunate incomplete pass because he had room to run, and he was able to bring that one in.
Yeah, and you see what Summerville's doing there is they kind of bring a half-roll sprint pass top option there for the quarterback. That's just another way to help your offensive line. You move the quarterback, give him a little bit more time. Nobody in front of him in theory. And at that time, he just overshot his receiver.
Leveros and company taking their time. Just starting the game here, no score in the first quarter. To the left side, Elkins incomplete over his head. Summerville trying to go with an offense that's balanced. They ran past, and then that set didn't do much, and they'll have to punt it away.
No, and you see Hughson runs a little game on the outside. 84 comes free from his inside down lineman position. Puts the pressure on Leveros and just forces the errant throw. Forces Summerville into punt situation.
Nice kick. And it takes a Bears bounce slowly inside the 5, and that's going to roll to near the 1 where the Bears will stop it. So Leveros doesn't just throw, he can kick. The Huskies deep in their territory take over.
No, that was about as good as you can get there from Leveros. Setting the Bears defense up. Prime position now. Let's see if they can capitalize. They gave up almost 400 yards of offense last week on Tuesday night against Waterford, and most of that was on the ground. Hughson loves to run the football. They come in, and they got 3 backs averaging huge carries or yards per carry, led by number 34, Will Nutcher. He's got 46 carries, 52 yards, and 8 touchdowns on the season. He's their go-to back. We'll see if he gets the ball here on the first down.
Seth Hartcrow, the quarterback, from the gun, and that is Nutcher. That is right next to him. Some movement on the line, which might have been offensive.
Yeah, it was a false start by the offense. It's going to cost them about 4 inches because it's only can go back about half distance to the goal. So you see here the starting tackle, 78, who we don't have on the roster. He jumps, but like I said,
first game jitters. Yeah, yeah, they moved the ball in nose. All right, the Huskies setting up again. Hartcrow. He does give the Nutcher, who stopped in the end zone. Did he get across the goal line back into play? And I think he did barely to the line of scrimmage. Wow.
There was a Bear that came through the line of scrimmage and had a chance to get him in the backfield there, as we see here on the replay. It was number 21 for Summerville. That's Logan Slater had a chance to make a play in the backfield for a safety. Nucker able to just squeeze through and get barely out of the end zone. So
just that initial touch was enough to slow him down for a second. Yeah, the Hughson Huskies, usually with a decent program, already at 3-0 coming into this game. Good matchup for Summerville to see how they match up against some of the bigger teams. Low snap. Hartcrow scrambling, trying to get out of the end zone. I don't think he's going to get out of there. It's going to be close.
Yeah, and again, he was in trouble there. Looked like Slater was there again on the play. You see him, Slater chasing him down.
Yeah.
And just barely gets out of the end zone.
There with the assist. Wow. I thought his knee had hit inside the end zone prior, but man. Third down for the Huskies on their first possession here after an amazing punt by Leveros that put the ball inside the 1.
Absolutely. And I mean, so far, so good for the Summerville defense. Let's see if they can get off the field here on third down, something they had issues with Tuesday night down at Waterford.
Man in motion here, but Hartcrow gets the call, and he'll be stopped after 4-yard pickup. So fourth down, about 7, a long 7 for the Huskies. Going 3 and out, they'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, Robert Burciaga there for the tackle for Summerville. As we get in there, look on the replay here again. Bears doing a good job of getting off their blocks, and Burciaga as well as Frankenstein out there making the play. And now Hughson forced a punt from their own 5-yard line. Summerville doesn't put anybody back to return it, so.
Try to bring the house and block it, or maybe thinking a fake or something. It takes a Husky bounce all the way across over midfield. Looks like the Bears are going to let Huskies just pick it up at the 44. So the Bears will take over from their own 44. 2 teams, 2 possessions, 2 punts. First quarter.
Absolutely, and that was a great job of just getting the punt out by the kicker for Hughson. I believe that's Damian Astorga. who was out there kicking it, and he got 20-plus yards on the roll. So by not putting a defender back there to return it for Summerville, you gave Hughson another 20 yards. We'll see what Summerville can do here on offense now.
Each team has seen one another now, defensively, offensively. Leveros, nice. Getting a couple of juke moves to near midfield, down at the 49.
Yeah, and that was a broken play there as Leveros turned to hand off to the running back that wasn't there. As we see, it was, well, I got to go do something. So he goes and follows his running back. But again, those are shots that the quarterback's taking that are unnecessary shots. If he just hands it off, the running back does his thing. So, I know I said it earlier, but they didn't do a very good job of protecting him last week. And now here he is getting shots here on the second drive. You want to limit those hits on your quarterback.
Elkins, right side over midfield. 2-yard pickup, 3rd down and 3 for the Bears coming up.
Now Elkins carrying the ball up the middle. Picks up an additional 4 yards. 3rd and...
See the good job there by the defensive lineman and linebackers noted by number 33, Ethan Jones, coming up and making the tackle for the Huskies.
Hurry up offense for the Bears. Leveros, quarterback keeper, he's got a 1st down inside the 45, 43, 42. You either wrap him up or trip him up. If you're not going to do that, he's just going to drag you with him.
Yeah, Jacob Yarborough finally brings him down for the Huskies, but not before he can get a 1st down. And again, that's just a quarterback power there. You see everybody that got the pulling guard and then the fullback leading the way.
3 plays, 16 yards. Bears at the Hughson 40. No score in the first quarter, and flags are tossed before the snap.
Yeah, Summerville went on a hard count there, and one of their offensive linemen goes and jumps.
Sometimes you hope that you get the encroachment from the defense, but not that time.
And those are things that drive coaches nuts. I mean, we work on it all the time at practice. Hey, we're going on 2, we're going on 1st down, we're going on this, whatever it is. And then you call it in the game, and somebody jumps, and you're just like, really? We practice that for all week long, and you know it's coming.
But, Coach, we didn't have the white jerseys on the other side. Here comes Elkins to the right, picking up the 5, possibly, that they just lost. Nope, he's going to get 3. I think they're trying to decide where was he down. Maybe we'll give him 2. All right, 3rd down and 13 for the Bears. Again, we're here in the first quarter. No score, just under 5 minutes to go. NorCal Sports TV with Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado. Summerville Bears in their 2nd game of the season. They're 0-1, looking for their first victory, hosting the Hughson Huskies, who are already 3-0. A lot of movement for the Bears there, but nothing doing. I was hoping maybe Leveros still had that and faked that handoff to Elkins.
Yeah, that was just they ran that motion trying to get him to move, and nobody moved for Hughson. And then handoff, and
great
number
pickup.
68, Hunter Smith, comes up and just lays the boom.
They were waiting for that. So when you stay in your position and stay in your post, right? Absolutely, that motion's just there, but usually just to distract you. There's a reverse, and that's not going to help them at all. Dean Tremoloni on the reverse toss from number 22, Tommy Warfield, trying to do a little razzle-dazzle. And the Bears now will have to punt it away. They're midfield, but it's 4th down and long.
Now, great job there by Liam Bridgeford. He didn't have any part of that. He said, hey, my job is to stay here and make sure nobody comes back. Tremoloni came back at him, and he goes, hey, I'm going to stand right here and make the tackle. It's a good job there by defense, being aware and staying sound on the defensive end. This time the punt returner's way deep, and it touches him and rolls off his hands. They got him down, of all places, at the 1. Yeah, this is Hughson's offensively not a very good start here. They get the first possession at the 1-yard line. Second possession going to be at the 2-yard line. But another beautiful punt there by Leveros as he gets a roll. And then this is an ill-advised play there by the return guy, Anthony Lopez. If you don't catch the ball, you usually are told to get away from it. And he didn't do that. He tried to pick it up, and it ran right off his hands and could have been disastrous for Hughson. Luckily, he got back on it for the Huskies. Exciting and trying to be the hero. Maybe they put a little bit too much faith into Leveros. He did it once. Maybe he'll do it again. And now that kick actually could have been pretty close to that again. In the end, though, the Huskies now deep in their territory. In their last series, they barely made it to the 1. This one, they start at the 2, so they've got a 1-yard
gain here on this series. Hargrove
And again,
trying to get the long snap, and they actually got somebody to jump.
So as an offense, you're down deep in there. You might as well go for the hard count. That's the theory, right? If you get them to jump, you get 5 yards. If not, well, this time you give up a yard. That's the second time in a row. On the first play, they've gone hard count. Second time in a row, they've given up yards on the offensive end with it. So
looking for Nutcher again. Nutcher's got it, this time tucking it away. And unable to stop him, giving him 7 yards.
yeah, and that was a big tackle there by number 45 for Summerville, Tristan Tarter, because I think if he doesn't grab his legs, he might have been able to make another guy miss and gone 99 yards for a touchdown. But for Summerville's sake, he was able to make the tackle. Tristan Tarter, and a linebacker for the Bears, comes up and makes a big play.
Nutcher could easily do that, right? 2nd down and 4. Nutcher again trying to strip the ball, and instead of wrapping him up, they allow him to get to the 20, so he's got a 1st down and more. Off and running are the Hughson Huskies now after 2 plays, out of the 1 to the 20. 19 yards on 2 plays, Nutcher running the ball.
Absolutely here, and you called it just right. 99 there, Kyle Kern trying to take the ball away from Nutcher instead of just wrapping him up. And Nutcher says, I'm too strong for that. I'm just going to run right through that. Ends up picking up 6 more yards after that contact. So huge play there for Hughson. Now they got some room to breathe up here at the 20-yard line.
Harco from the gun. They give to that man in motion, number 15, picked up in the backfield, wrapped up, finally brought down. Number 15, and it's Anthony Lopez. Big defensive stop for the Bears.
Yeah, good job there by number 74, Robert Burciaga, coming up and forcing the play, and then Elkins comes up and cleans it up. But you see here, Burciaga gets off his blocker, grabs and just holds onto the jersey and ends up flinging him down pretty much by himself. I mean, Elkins came up there and might get credit for an assist, but it was really Burciaga that came up and made the play.
Burciaga's a beast on the field.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that came back today, and I guarantee you the Bears coaching staff is happy to
have him back
on the field and not on the sidelines.
Harcrow has Lopez in motion. Scrambling here, maybe possibly throwing. He's going to tuck it away. Tucking away and running with it. Maybe gets a yard or two. And the initial contact by Tristan Tarter.
Yeah, and so far this season, Harker only 12 of 19 throwing, so you know he was a run-first option.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't throw much, but he does throw a quarter of his passes are caught for touchdowns.
Yeah, absolutely. He was 12 of 19, 179 yards, but 3 touchdowns. He has 14 carries for 111 yards and 3 touchdowns, so pretty balanced there for the quarterback for Houston, 6 touchdowns overall.
So if we do see him throw it, we'll see him throw for some strikes. This one could be thrown. Looks like he is. Almost picked off the intended receiver, Dyson House. But, man, I'll tell you, missed who it was. I think it might have been number 11. Is it 11? Was it Jordan Cribbs that jumped up trying to take that?
I was watching Burciaga. It was number 13. It was actually Egger that jumped up and tried. But I was watching Burciaga put pressure on the quarterback and just laid a hit on him right as he lets go of the football. So 3 big plays by Burciaga there, and it forces a Houston punt.
They gained 19 yards on the ground, but again, punting it away. Each team now punting twice in this game.
And again, Summerville puts nobody back. This time not as big of a role for the Huskies.
About 30 seconds left in the first quarter. No score. Both teams having 2 possessions each one punting. Now the Bears, from about their 36.
Yeah, Summerville definitely has had the advantage in the field possession. I mean, they've taken over 3 times each around the 35-yard line, as opposed to Hughson's opportunities both inside their own 2.
Bears have ran 13 plays. Hughson has ran 7. Bears have had more movement of the ball downfield than Hughson has been able to get there. Leveros chased down in the backfield. Still on his feet. He throws the ball deep. He's got a man downfield. Caught at the 46. This is Cribbs. Cribbs inside the 40. He's got some blockers. 30, 20. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Summerville.
No, absolutely. Great job there by Levros. He shook the defender that was there. Liam Bridgeford had a chance to bring him down in the backfield, and then he finds his receiver in Cribbs, goes all the way back across the field, and a great job of getting in front of him and leading the way by his fellow receivers, Elkins, as well as number 22, Tommy Warfield. And again, here is Levros shaking off the defender, finding the receiver wide open, and then Cribbs doing the rest.
64 yards. The Bears strike first with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter after each team with the ball twice and punting each time. Incredible play. And now what are the Bears lining up to do here? Obviously looking for 2. And they're not going to get it. 6-0 Bears. What do you call that? I'm looking at that going, oh, my goodness, Jeremy knows what this is called. Is that like the swinging gate? But they're not really swinging.
It's not really a swinging gate. It's the same idea, though. I mean, you got guys spread out all over. Depending on the look you're going to get, you decides what you're going to do. If you're going to throw it off to the right, to the left. Last week I saw on Tuesday night, Levros actually just took it and ran it in himself. So lots of options there for the 2-point conversion play. Last week they went for it 4 times and only got it twice. So
is it special teams that's out there, or is that just an
it's an offensive
defense?
play? I mean, it's the same scenario. They're just going for 2, which kind of tends to lean that maybe, hey, their kicking game isn't so strong. So they're going to go for 2 every time. Maybe it's just a philosophy that the coaches are going with this year. Hey, we're going to go for 2. If you get it half the time, you're successful. Let's make all your extra points. I mean, there's different philosophies for different coaching staffs.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's 6-0 Somerville, so good way to start the first quarter.
64-yard pass. I mean, Leveros, it wasn't easy. I mean, we thought the kid was he 10 yards deep for a quarterback sack. I think Hughson thought the same thing.
No, yeah, I thought he was going to get brought down in the backfield there by number 44 and Bridgeford, and then he just kind of spun away from him and had a receiver wide open. So great job by Somerville to stay with it.
Short kick by the Bears, taken at the 32. Going all the way across the field to his sidelines, down near the 48. Got a 16-yard pickup, but he had to run about 40 yards to get there.
Yeah, that return made by Connor LaRosa. You see me smiling, Justin, and it's because the offensive lineman gets the ball, and he's like, hey, I'm going to go do something with it. Gets positive yards there. Nice job by LaRosa getting upfield, putting the ball in the correct hand on the sideline. I mean, all good stuff there. If you're an offensive lineman, offensive line coach, you love to see the big guys get the football in their hands, and that time LaRosa doing a good job from his up-back position.
He's trying to figure out why you were pumping your fist. Like, what's going on here?
Hey,
I got you.
Offensive line coach, anytime an offensive lineman or a big guy gets the ball in their hands, that's a positive for us, okay?
No, I get it now. That's exciting for you. Thought maybe it was your cousin.
Usually they're the one doing all the work. So when you get the chance to get the ball, do something with it and do something positive with it, you got to give love.
Final play of the quarter. And now starting to get to the outside, getting some yardage. So Hughson will have the ball to start the second quarter, but Somerville has the lead, 6-0. Next on NorCal Sports TV.
Graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Summerville High graduate Chris join the team to help and eventually take over the family business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business, rcaldera.com. They're on Facebook and Instagram too, and go Bears! Benton Roberson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online at br-cpa.net.
Yeah, Becky was like, you got a Schnabel on the team? I go, yeah. Somerville Bears high school football hosting the Houston Huskies here on NorCal Sports TV. It's Justin Flores and Jeremy Hurtado. The Bears up early, 6-0. They scored in the final seconds of the first quarter. Not the final seconds, within the last minute. Houston has ran one play to end the first quarter. And as you see here, the the Huskies rather, 2nd down and 3 from their 45. Again, the Huskies now moving right to left on your screen. Number 34 is Nutcher. He is the workhorse of the Hughson Husky offense, and he's got the first down to the 40. And now what Houston's known to do, smash mouth football. Go, 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 run, run, run. They've been unable to really make any headway against the Bears defense. The last series, they got 19 yards and then they ended up punting it away. But so far here in this series, after 2 plays, they've gone about 14.
Yeah, and this is better field position, obviously, to start the drive, and so gives them a little bit better options. And so we'll see if they just keep feeding Nutcher here.
They get to this man in motion. This is Dyson House. House turning upfield. Maybe 3 yards on that play. That's exactly what he gets, is 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 now for the Huskies.
Yeah, that time Nutcher, the lead blocking for House, getting out there, getting a good block there on Burciaga. We saw Burciaga make a couple plays last drive. That time Nutcher able to go ahead and get him blocked. And a successful play for Hughson.
To give to Nutcher. And just nitpicking their way. I mean, if you get 5 yards on a run, and they average like 6.7 yards every run, so they're just about there now, and it brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now and again, that was another opportunity in the backfield for a Summerville linebacker. Comes flying up and not able to make the play in the backfield, and then it becomes a positive play for Hughson. So I know the Summerville coaching staff is going to be talking at halftime, hey, we're getting through. We got to keep our eyes up and find the football. We can't just come running through and not seeing what's going on. Got to take advantage of it when we get back in the backfield.
They're down and short for the Huskies. Wow, they got a Summerville Bear that jumped across the line. Looked like that was Julian Pimentel.
Yeah, in high school football, as soon as you move in the neutral zone, it's a dead ball. There's no getting back. There's no free play. So you see him, he jumps, he gets in the neutral zone. That's automatic 5-yard penalty. Makes an easy first down for Hughson.
Moving the chains. They've only ran 4 plays, but they've actually moved the ball about 24 yards, including a penalty. It's all been on the ground for the boys so far here. The quarterback keeper, after faking the handoff. Risky move for the quarterback there, Seth Harcrow. Looked like he was a little slow getting up, maybe not. Up to the 22.
No, that's a power read is what it is, and then you see Burciaga come back, peels back, and just absolutely blows up the quarterback. So that's one thing if you're going to run the ball as a quarterback, you got to make sure, like we talked about earlier, limit the hits that you take, the big hits, and that one was a huge hit.
Yeah, Burciaga really just kind of threw him shoulder right at him there, enough to knock him off his feet. Well, the rest of the team completed the tackle. Closest the Huskies have been in the to the strike zone, even the red zone, this game. 2nd down, 6 to go. And it looks like a timeout may have been called. Timeout for Hughson. We'll take a timeout as well. 6-0 Summerville on NorCal Sports TV.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com. Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
Live at Summerville High School, Thorstead Field, where the Bears have a 6-0 lead, but Hughson getting close here. 2nd down and 6. give to their big fullback, and he doesn't get anything on that one. A nice defensive stop for the Bears. Number 34, Will Nutcher, a workhorse for the Huskies. Stopped quickly on the line here. A lot of people in there on the tackle.
Yeah, Kern Pimentel also in there. Was number 45, Tartar. So good team tackling there by Summerville, and that's probably what's going to take to bring down Nutcher. Nutcher 5'10", workhorse, like you said, comes in 46 carries on the season so far for the Huskies.
Huskies before this series had ran a total of 7 plays offensively. This is their 6th on this series. Being chased down. Scrambling before somebody finally wraps him up back at the 30. I'm surprised he didn't get that ball thrown out there. Leon Tippett finally takes him down for the Summerville Bears, and that's a huge defensive stop for the Bears.
You see Burciaga putting the pressure on there. Thought he was going to get a horse collar there to be let's go.
Is that why he let go and didn't stay with it?
And then Tippett comes in and makes the play and clears it up. So big loss there for Hughson, rather.
And it's got to be a huge momentum boost for the Summerville Bears, because at some point you start getting tired when your defense is just out there pounding it away.
No, absolutely. Now you put Hughson in a situation they're not real adept to being. They have to pretty much throw here on 4th and long. So that's an advantage for Summerville.
The Bears 29. Looking on the right side. Nice defense. Defending just stops it, and the Bears will take over on down from their 29.
Yeah, good job there by Corey Ketchum staying with the intended receiver Ethan Jones. And Ketchum had a better chance to make the play on the ball than did Jones. But either way, Summerville, good job of defense converting the 4th down stop, giving the ball back to their offense.
Corey Ketchum, one of my neighbors. Nice to see him out there. So here comes the Bears now with a fresh set of downs from their 29. And Elkins ran into his blocker, I think, there, and lost a yard on that play. 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, you see not much room there, and he just kind of runs right into it.
Jordan Wynn there. So Elkins was just moving a little too quick. Should have just hopped right over him. Leveros in some trouble, spinning back around. We've already seen him once get out of a situation like this. Flags are thrown as he's brought down at the 25. So 2 plays on this one. That's either a loss of yards or that's going to be a penalty against Hughson on the tackle.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be a face mask here. Right there, it looks like by number 58.
Yeah.
Heron might have got up there in the when he was making the tackle, grabbing the face mask.
The sign judge was literally right there.
So Summerville going to get a break there because they had a loss of 3 on the play and picking up positive yards. It's only going to be a 5-yard face mask, so instead of losing 3, they gain 2. It'll bring up a...
It's from the spot of the foul.
Absolutely. Brings up a 2nd and 9 now for Summerville.
See what the coaches have drawn up here. 2nd down and 9 for the Bears from their 30. Their 4th possession of the night here in the 2nd quarter with a 6-0 lead. Got a man open. Elkins right through a hole. Found some room and picks up 10 yards to the 40.
No, absolutely. Great job there by Elkins. That was power play. You see the pulling guard come out, lead the way on the kick out block, and then Elkins comes right through doing what he does as a running back.
Beautifully designed play and beautifully executed by the O-line of the Summerville Bears, opening up that hole for him. Elkins in the wing, but he throws right into Cribbs' hands, and it just bounces right off his fingertips. You know, I tell it's just about every game there's one play that the players are going to be dreaming about. That's the one that Cribbs is going to wish he had back.
Yeah, the throw was a little short there by Leveros there. He kind of sidearmed it a little bit. But, yeah, as a receiver, Cribbs, you got to catch that. I mean, that's you run that little look route or snag route, however you want to look at it. Comes right across, sits down in the open area, and has a chance to make the play. I mean, it would only been 5 yards, but hey, 5 yards is better than no yards on first down. So,
looking to toss in the short flat here. Elkins to the 45, gets that 5 yards. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Bears. A lot of options for the Bears on that play with Tommy Warfield in motion, going to the left side, instead throwing to Elkins, who was wide open there in the center.
yeah, it's a screen to Elkins. They run that motion just as eye candy, so you get everybody looking that way and then screen back to the backside.
Now they need to convert this one. Elkins trying to run behind his big lineman, but the lineman can't quite give him the room, and so he's going to stop after a yard. 4th down and 4.
Yeah, Holden Norman as well as number 36, Isaiah Coble. They're making the play for Hughson for no gain, and now Summerville's going to go for it here on 4th down, it looks like.
At midfield, not a bad choice. A lot of options, and now a flag is thrown.
Yeah, we're getting another false start on the offensive line for Summerville.
Now I think they're going to punt it away. I think they were trying to get the hard count to get the encroachment on the defense.
No, absolutely, and then that was exactly what they were trying to do. They knew that 5 yards would be an easy, free first down if they can get them to jump. Instead, they got themselves to jump again, and then get yourself into a chance to go for it on 4th down. Now you got to punt.
Montez for the Huskies set to return the punt. And a fake to Cribbs, the toss from the 40. He's got to get to the 50. He's got it more. 14 yards on the punt fake. First down, Summerville.
Yeah, and Summerville got away with a little bit of a movement there before the snap, but regardless, Summerville comes out in this widespread punt formation, and it's usually just a side adjustment. Hey, if it's there, you got your quarterback punting. Throw the football out there. That time they do. Cribbs makes a good job of getting upfield and getting the first down for Summerville.
From the Huskies 46, Leveros a snap. Give to Elkins. Met immediately in the backfield by number 44, Liam Bridgeford of the Houston Huskies. Loss of 3 yards.
At that time, Elkins goes absolutely nowhere here as we see Bridgeford come in and then gets right by his offensive lineman out there. Makes a big play there for Houston. Loss of 4.
Houston trying to stop the momentum that the Bears have after that fake punt gave them a first down. Trying to take the wind out of the sails if you can. 2nd down and 14 here. Leveros, quarterback keeper, inside the 50. Couple of yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 12. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bears on top 6-0 over the Houston Huskies. Bears looking for their first win of the season. Huskies sitting at 3-0 of Houston.
Yeah, this is a zone read. He keeps it. Nice job of Lopez coming up, making the tackle on the legs for Hughson, creating a 3rd and long, and now we got another funky formation here for Summerville.
Loading up 4 wideouts on the left side and 1 on the weak side. And the attempted pass there, broken up by Liam Bridgeford. That's 2 plays this series. Bridgeford had stopped the Bears' movement and their momentum.
Yeah, and you saw here they had a special play here because he had a receiver coming out here and then an offensive lineman coming out, pulling out for him on a backside screen, and it was just another great play there by Bridgeford from his defensive end position. He said, I'm not falling for that. I get up. Nobody blocked me. I'm going to get up, knock the ball down, force you to punt, we think, again.
Yeah, 3 and out after the fake punt resulted in a first down earlier, and that's going to take a nice Bears bounce and out of bounds near the 15. And so the Houston Huskies, deep in their territory, take over 1st and 10. With the clock running, 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and the Bears on top 6-0.
This broadcast of Summerville Bears football is brought to you by Caldera Construction, The Peppery, Sindelar Plumbing, Sindelar Tree Service, Caldwell Insurance Services, James Roberson Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, The Bears Quarterback Club, Edward Jones Financial Advisors of Tuolumne County, Scott Berner, Thrivent Financial.
Houston Huskies, 1st and 10 from their 15. Here comes the Nutcher, and Nutcher to the 31, finds some room to run. My goodness.
No, absolutely.
Actually, that wasn't Neucher, was it? It was number 40. I'm sorry.
No, it was Neucher.
Was it? Okay.
Yep. You see here on the replay, good blocking downfield by his wide receivers, giving him extra yards. So far, he hasn't been able to break the big one, though, so Summerville's been able to bend and not break here in the first half of play. We'll see if they can continue that here on the last offensive possession for Hughson here in the half.
16-yard pickup on that last run for the Huskies. Neucher this time to the right side, to the 35 for a couple of yards.
And it looked like he just lost his balance that time because he had more room out there to run. And you see here on the replay, he just kind of blows a tire.
His momentum just kind of Second down and 8 for the Hughson Huskies.
Checking back into the game for Summerville is number 74, Robert Burciaga, who's had a huge first half. We'll see if he can make an impact on this play here for Summerville.
Sitting there at the right tackle position, coming right in. Neucher goes to the right side, though, away from him, and makes it to the 40 before being brought down. 5 hard-fought yards, but it brings up 3rd down and 2 for Hughson from their 40.
Absolutely. This time it's just both guards pull, or both linemen on the left side, rather, pull for Hughson. Get up in there, and they get a positive yards. Brings up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, I'm curious now with Burciaga in there. Again, he's there in the right guard, Summerville. If they swing his way or keep going the opposite way. And there's an offensive jump from the left tackle.
Yeah, Roy Lee looked like he got a little anxious on the play. So that's the 3rd time we've seen Hughson here try to go on a hard count and get their own guys. And they've also got Summerville once. So, I mean, it's 3-1 right now if you're Hughson.
Yeah, the 5-yard pickup on the last run by Neucher has just been negated on that penalty. Penalties tonight, both offense and defense jumping. And it looks like we may have another timeout called. Hughson, timeout with Summerville on top 6-0 here on NorCal Sports TV.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
Huskies 3rd down and 7, trying to make something happen here. Maybe convert to a 1st down late in the second quarter. Summerville Bears football, nothing to do. Well, they got a couple of yards there, but it's bring up 4th down and short with 1:15 to go here in the second quarter. Houston Huskies find themselves against the wall, down 6-0 here, to getting close to in the first half.
Yeah, and again, nice job there by Burciaga. But actually making the play for Summerville was Logan Slater. He was in the backfield again, chasing down the quarterback. And then Burciaga cut off the angle, makes the tackle. And Hughson lines up the punt here again, so I thought maybe they might go for it.
Not quite as deep on the field as they would probably like, and yeah, they really are punting it away.
And again, Summerville, nobody back to return, so.
Safely picked up at the 18. The Bears take over from their own 18 with 1:06 to go and nursing a 6-0 lead here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and I expect them to be real safe here. They're up 6-0. I'm sure they'll take that lead into the halftime and be happy with it if they're Summerville coach Sean Leveros. Nothing too fancy here, I would assume. Probably a couple runs, and if you break one, great. If not, like I said, go to the locker room and get ready to regroup and get ready for the second half.
So Leveros from the gun by himself. Looking to pass. He's going to tuck it away and run with it. Runs out of bounds. And they're going to call that flag. I didn't know it. It's Hayden Herden on the late hit.
They're going to get the late hit, but I don't think. Yeah, he ran into his own guy. So we're going to see if the officials change that.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they call it on the guy on the Summerville bench for hitting his own quarterback, that's a rough call. I mean,
when it was live, you can't tell when things are live sometimes. He was coming in. Leveros was obviously on his way to the sideline. And sometimes just the thought. It's almost like it was your thought. You were going after him, and he had already stepped
I get
out,
it. It looked like he hit him, but, we get the advantage of replay, and you can see that it wasn't him. It was actually his own defender on the sideline. So another break for Summerville. We'll see if they can take advantage of it.
Looking to toss. Little sidearm. Caught inside Hughson 49 for a first down. That was Wyatt Frankenstein, and Leveros kind of coming out there with a little bit of that sidearm that we see in the NFL these days. And the Bears, with 42 seconds to go in the second quarter and a false start here, nursing a 6-0 lead. We thought maybe we'd just be playing it safe, but they're going for it, Jeremy.
No, that they are, and we'll see how that works out for them here. So far, they've moved the ball with the advantage of a penalty all the way up to the 45-yard line. So,
and now a timeout's been called by Summerville. We'll take one more timeout as well. NorCal Sports TV.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress.
2nd and 6 for Summerville. The toss nearly picked off. Overthrown over Frankenstein's hands.
And Daniel Rivera had a chance there, the senior DB for Hughson, to come up and make the play here. As you saw, the pressure on Leveros forces the overthrow, and it was almost a pick for the cornerback for the Hughson Huskies.
Are you surprised Coach is playing as he is, Jeremy? Or
now in this field position, no. I say go for it. We might see some kind of trick play.
They tried.
And now, 4th down, I wouldn't be shocked to see Hughson take a timeout.
Try to make something happen. Although the clock is running now, so they have the play clock. Unless they can run it back for a touchdown, I think what the Bears are going to do is pretty much run down the play clock.
Yeah, Summerville doesn't – I don't think they have to even run a play at this point. But a great job there by Liam Bridgeford again. That's a 3rd or 4th time we said that here in the first half. Bridgeford coming up from his defensive end position, making a big play for the Huskies. And I guess we do have a timeout with 1 second left because they didn't have quite enough on the play clock to run out the clock.
Oh, they're going to no.
Yeah, there's going to be 1 second left. Yeah. Their administration fixing that. But regardless, Summerville got 1 second left. Now, if I'm calling the offense, we're not going to punt here because Hughson's going to bring the house. So I just run an offensive play. Even if you throw an incomplete pass on purpose, it's going to end the half. So
can you take a knee at this point?
You can. We'll see what they end up doing. But, I wouldn't be shocked to see them kind of roll out here and throw it down the sideline and see if they can hit somebody big down the sideline. Number 4, Dean Tremolino or something like that.
We haven't seen many tosses to Warfield tonight. He's been in motion a couple of times. We got Warfield and Elkins in the wing position here. Frankenstein is slot right.
Biggest thing here is don't throw a pick. If you're going to throw it out of bounds, whatever. If the guy's not wide open, we'll see here.
Well, Leveros is going to keep it. Take the hit near the 45. Trying to do a little razzle-dazzle. That's the end of the first half. Bears on top 6-0 here on NorCal Sports TV.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
Oh, we're live at Summerville High School. The Summerville Bears have a 6-0 lead at the half, and we have the privilege of being able to broadcast the cheerleading squads of the Hughson Huskies. And I don't know if they call themselves the Lady Huskies or the Huskiettes. And then I'm assuming the Bears will then take the field, and we'll get a chance to watch the cheerleading squads here on this commemorative 20-year anniversary of one of the most prolific days, 9/11.
Somerville Bears cheerleading team. Avery Booth. Katie Grove Salcedo. Emma Mendez. Jasmine Mullins. Haley Bricker. Callie Stoffel. Linnea Ewell. Madison Knobloch. Sarah Patani. And JV, Alyssa Puccio. Aiko Mendolia. Emma Goodwin. Katie Jaggers. Kennedy Browns. Molly Hildebrand. Natalie Freese. And Sarah Lamelli.
And let's give it up for the Somerville cheer team.
This broadcast of Somerville Bears football is brought to you by Caldera Construction, The Peppery, Sindelar Plumbing, Sindelar Tree Service, Caldwell Insurance Services, James Roberson Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, The Bears Quarterback Club, Edward Jones Financial Advisors of Tuolumne County, Scott Berner, Thrivent Financial Services, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com. Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well, so.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you. Sindelar Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Caldera, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
Summerville High graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Summerville High graduate Chris join the team to help and eventually take over the family business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family operated business, rcaldera.com. They're on Facebook and Instagram too, and go Bears! Benton Roberson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online at br-cpa.net.
Somerville Bears on NorCal Sports TV with a 6-0 lead to start the second half. Hughson Huskies fumbling the kick and down at the 32. We'll start there. I'm Justin Flores. He's Jeremy Hurtado. Halftime festivities are done here on a Saturday night. 9/11 Memorial Game, and the Somerville Bears held on for 2 straight quarters, putting the only scores on the board, and their defense has been hanging in there, causing turnover, punts, galore for Hughson.
No, it's been a good effort here so far by Somerville. Like you said, first half down. Now let's see if halftime adjustments. I think Houston's going to come out here. They came out a little flat. I expect them to come out here and just try and say, hey, we're going to pound the football here. I expect 34 to get a heavy dosage here in the first drive and see if he runs a little bit harder here in the second half.
Robert Burciaga has been a tackler, and they run in that direction, but they pull Burciaga off the line and end up giving Nutcher a 10-yard pickup. And so on first down, here comes Hughson Huskies, just as Jeremy said. But I'll tell you, that play design, number 79, took Burciaga out of the play as they ran toward his direction.
No, absolutely. You run right at a good defender, and that's what they did. They base that in, and basically you do it so if Burciaga flies upfield, you turn and block him out. If he goes inside you, you're going to try and wash him down, and that was a good job there by the tackle, Daniel Oliveras, 6'2", 250 senior from Hughson.
Nutcher trying to go right up over his left guard, and he's got 3 yards, picking up to the 46. So after 2 plays, they've picked up 14 yards.
Yeah, and this time you got zone read again and flying in, making the tackle for Somerville. Tristan Tarter going in and just grabbing the legs and holding on to Nutcher. And this now Nutcher comes out for Hughson, being replaced by Liam Bridgeford. Bridgeford has 12 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown himself. So don't think they're going to change much here on the offensive side of the football.
Man in motion, but a pass to the right side, and immediately met by Somerville's Kyle Curran. That's number 13.
Yeah,
Abraham Montez.
And Montez may have been down when he caught the pass here.
They didn't blow the whistle, or did they?
They didn't, but Curran comes up and just neutralizes him, and then finally Tarter gets over there and finishes him off. So good play there by Somerville. And again, Hughson not a real passing team, so when you get them to opportunity here, 3rd and long, that's an advantage for Somerville.
Yeah, loss of a yard there, 3rd down and 8 for the Huskies here. First possession of the 3rd quarter, the second half.
Look for some kind of screen play for Hughson here.
Short pass to Bridgeford. Bridgeford to the 44, maybe back to the 45 they might mark it, but only picking up a yard, and now it's a 3rd and out.
No, absolutely, and that was a screen play there to the running back, Bridgeford.
Just as you called it.
You see the lineman trying to get up there, and they just couldn't get upfield enough. And nice job there by Julian Pimentel, coming back, reading screen from his defensive lineman position, saying, hey, I'm getting through too easily. I'm going to turn around, run back, and make a nice play there on the tackle.
It was a nice play that the linebacker stayed in their position to pick that up. The kick to the right side will go out of bounds, and the Bears now in the 3rd quarter will get the ball for the first time after forcing Hughson after the halftime break to turn it over on a punt.
Yeah, they're going to mark it out at the 14-yard line, looks like. Right about the 15, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Somerville from the 15.
I think the Bears are a little baffled by the call of the side judge, but that ball was high up in the air when it crossed over.
Yeah, and the mechanics there is the white hat will tell the sideline official. So the sideline official goes down where he thinks, and then the white hat actually tells him, wait, and keeps walking towards him, and he says, yes, right there. So originally the sideline official went down inside the 10, and that's when the crowd was like, hey, wait a minute. And the white hat says, come on, right there. And it was at the 15-yard line. As we got a late arrival here on Bears Airline. Number 13, Edgar checking in for Somerville.
Under center, Leveros. Toss in the back to Elkins. Elkins met in the back and a loss of a yard or two. He may have dropped the ball.
Yeah, I believe he did, but luckily for Somerville, one of his offensive linemen were there and just jumped on it. I believe that was number 51, Wynn, that was able to get on the ball. As we see here on the replay, we'll get a better look. And again, ball loose, then it is Wynn that just jumps on it and falls on the ball for Somerville. Huge break there for the Bears, hanging on to possession even though they lost 5. A turnover there would have set Hughson up with excellent field position.
Summerville deep in their territory. Again, they've got the 6-0 lead, taking their time, using that play clock. Almost looked like they snapped it straight to Elkins, but it went to El Leveros. He's trying to juke around and trying to find anywhere that he can run in. He's going to be brought down inside the 10. Another play and a loss of yards, and the Hughson Huskies defense is responding here in the second half, shutting down the Bears.
Yeah, and the Huskies defense is really their calling card. I mean, they've strived or pride themselves on having what they call the best defense in their league, and right now they're coming out fired up, and I know that they're a little upset that they're down 6-0 here. So I expect to see them just continue to fly to the football. Now, if you're Summerville, you can take advantage of that with screens and draws here. 3rd and long, obviously, it's going to be some kind of a safe call, you would assume, for Summerville. But we'll see what Coach Leveros here on the offensive side they run.
Got Elkins as the tail. Will he be used as a blocker? Are they trying to draw the offsides? Now Leveros under center.
Yeah, we're going to delay a game. Summerville just took way too long to get anything going, and this drive has gone absolutely nowhere. In fact, backwards. Now they're going to be back inside their own 5-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and about 21 for the Bears. Now you're in danger of having to punt out of your own end zone here if you can't get anything positive going. And this is a prime spot here for defensive end like Bridgeford to make a play here for for the Huskies.
Leveros scrambling out of the end zone. Looks like he got tripped over his own feet as he was running out, but he's down at the 1, and we got a hurt Hughson player out there, so it looks like Summerville's going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, he had a chance to make a play in the backfield there, and then he trips over the goal line. But you see the Hughson Husky player coming up. He got hit on one of the plays they're trying to take out of football there as a receiver for Summerville comes back and just crack back on him as he wasn't looking. I believe that's 58 again for the Huskies, Heron. But it was a penalty. It's going to end up being like a half-yard penalty. We'll get a better view of it here. As you see Heron just not being able to see the defender, and the receiver comes back and hits him. It's against the rules in high school now and in college to block coming back towards your goal line, and that was a clear,
it's a prime example of what not to do.
That's the textbook show. Like, hey, we're going to show kids this is how we'll do things. And then on the offensive side, you want to try and help your quarterback, but you just can't do that. It only costs them a half yard because they're on the 2-yard line. Now they go back to the 1-yard line.
Both teams having a series of plays here to start the second half, both of them punting, but Summerville really dropped back 4th down and 24.
And actually, Hughson's going to decline the penalty because therefore it becomes a 4th down instead of giving a half. This is the goal. So either way, I mean, that's just a situation where you hope the kid's okay for Hughson.
Yeah.
It'll be a teaching moment for Summerville. Hey, we can't do this in the future. It could cost us.
Well, if it's late in the game and it's down 6-0, it could cost you a game. Thankfully, the punt is off and caught at the 32, so the Hughson Huskies will have great field position here to take over at the Summerville 32-yard line.
Yeah, good job there by Abraham Montez. Come up, making the catch, not letting the ball roll. Like you said, Summerville kicking from their own back of the end zone, so their defense can be put to the test here.
Yeah, that punt was about 40 yards, wasn't it? Yeah, even with the hang time in the middle of all the coverage and all, getting his foot on the ball.
Back in at running back is Nutcher for Hughson, so again, we'll see if they just decide to feed him and let him ride.
There he goes to the left side, inside the 25 and down at the 24. And so when you get 8 yards on first down, that gives you all kinds of options now. And you're giving a guy 8 yards, his average carry is 6.7. I think that average may have actually dropped a little bit because of his first first half performance, but each little carry like that is going to bring it right back up.
No, absolutely, and he's done a good job getting positive yards all night, and like I said, I think he's just going to keep getting stronger as the game goes on.
Yeah, Nucher again, he's got the first down and more, now down inside the 20, down near the 15, and that's about a 10-yard pickup there.
Yeah, and here's, you see the replay there, line just firing out, double teaming, getting up on the second level. Good job of neutralizing Leon Tippett here by the Hughson offensive line so far tonight. And again, they're just being able to gash Summerville right now. And the question is, how much is it that Summerville's played 2 games this week? You know, the conditioning, it's only their second game they played all year. You know, there's a lot of things that you could say that are not going Summerville's way, but right now we got a fumble, and it looks like Summerville got it. We'll see if they call it that way or if they say it's down.
The Bears are claiming they have it, and if they do, for the first time in the red zone, Hughson.
Yeah, they're going to say Hughson was down.
And that is a good call. He was
it's
down.
a good call. His backside, we'll say, was on the ground, and then his back hit the ground and lost the football. So, again, another break there for the Huskies, though. Got to hang on to the football there if you're Nutcher.
Bears up 6-0, but Hughson threatening to strike and some movement on the line. It looks like they may have actually caused Summerville to jump, which is going to bring up 2nd down and 1 for Hughson.
Yeah.
We've seen it a lot tonight. It's either gone for them or against them.
Yeah, they've tried it a few times. That's probably the 6th time they've tried it. I think it's even 3-3 so far here.
Well, now within 6 yards to try to even the score. Nucher going to the outside, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Hughson.
9th rushing touchdown of the season for Nucher.
4 plays, 32 yards. And Hughson finally strikes to even the score in an extra point attempt to try to take the lead.
Yeah, great block there by Roy Lee on his left tackle position. He gets up and just drives his defender 5 yards back and gives Nucher an easy running lane into the end zone for the Hughson touchdown.
We'll see if Hughson has a kicker, as Summerville tried a 2-point conversion early on. And with 5:31 to go in the third quarter,
looks like they're going to go for 2 as well.
And it's Nucher. Can he get it in for 2? And he does. 2-point conversion as well. And the Hughson Huskies take an 8-6 lead here in the third quarter. Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV.
Graduate Robert Caldera started construction in Tuolumne County in 1984, was licensed in 1990, and has since been serving Tuolumne and Calaveras counties for over 25 years. He's now excited to have his son and Summerville High graduate Chris join the team to help and eventually take over the family business. So whether you need a new home, remodel, deck, window replacement, or other project, large or small, please consider this locally owned and family-operated business, rcaldera.com. They're on Facebook and Instagram too, and go Bears! Benton Roberson CPAs provides personalized tax, accounting, and financial guidance to individuals and businesses throughout Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Our team believes in partnering with you and your team to build lasting relationships that help you achieve your financial goals. Give us a call today and experience the Benton Roberson difference. We look forward to hearing from you. Check us out online.
8-6 Hughson here in the third quarter, and the kick return will not be had as the ball goes out of bounds for a penalty on the kick. Both teams having a chance with a series, both punting, and then Hughson bringing it in 32 yards on 4 plays and a 2-point conversion, all by number 34, Will Nucher, to now have a 2-point lead here with 5:31 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it's good to see, we got on the kickoff there, we got to see Heron come back in for Hughson. He's back in there at his linebacker position. He was the player that went out on the last defensive position for the Huskies. He was injured. Good to see him back on the field, so that's positive for Hughson. And again, they went with that little pooch kick, trying to go down there and recover it before it goes out of bounds, and just unable to, so Summer will take over first and 10 from 35-yard line.
Leveros and company. Warfield in motion, scrambling to his right. Short pass attempt to Elkins, incomplete. The last series their first series of the second half, we saw Summerville do things a little different than they had done in the first half, going under center, a couple of different plays.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a screen again, and Elkins probably better off he dropped it because I think he would probably lost 5 yards. Right now, that Hughson defensive line just coming through, led down there by number 55, Eric Rasmussen, and number 69, Matthew Espinoza.
Elkins putting his head forward and getting to the 40 for a 5-yard pickup on that run. But again, Summerville now doing a couple of things a little different than they had done in the first half, and I've always thought, why change what's not broken? Keep doing the things you were doing.
Also coming up on that big play, Daniel Rivera for Hughson. But you're right. I mean, coaches, we see things and we try to make adjustments. Sometimes we over-adjust. You see something, hey, we know they're going to change it, but sometimes they just don't do that. So you got to just kind of play it by ear here in the second half. We'll see, again, another screen.
This time the pass taken and to the 44. He's going to be shy of a yard. That is number 6, Wyatt Frankenstein. And so 4th and 1 for the Bears. Do they go for it here at this part of the field?
Yeah, it's just a little hide route ran by Frankenstein. Good job of getting there and making the tackle, and now Summerville going to roll a dice and go for it.
It's worked for him earlier tonight. Leveros, quarterback keeper, got the first down. He's to the midfield and across the 50 and into Hughson territory near the 46. And a nice big run for Leveros and the Summerville Bears there. A little momentum shift.
Absolutely, and it's 4th down. You might as well just take it. Hey, your quarterback's probably one of your best offensive weapons anyway. Give him run quarterback power, easily gets the first down for Summerville.
Hurry up offense for the Bears. Leveros, with another quarterback keeper. And 2, maybe 3 yards on that play. Trying to throw the Husky defense off a little bit there with that.
Yeah, Dyson House comes through and makes the play there. Good job by Houston's House. He gets off the defender, blocking him, and comes up and puts a big hit on the quarterback.
Warfield on the reverse. Breaks one tackle. Finds another one. Down, but picks up a yard. They've tried that a couple of times. That time it picked up, worked a little bit for him, but nothing major.
No, and here you see a good job there by the linebacker to flying in, and he just misses the tackle. I believe that's number 36, Isaiah Colby. But he had a chance to make a big play in the backfield. He slowed him down enough, the running back, and he was able to wait, and his boys came up and made the tackle for him. So now it's a 3rd and long for Summerville. Little confusion on where to line up for the Bears.
Elkins deep, Warfield in motion. They give to Elkins, and Hughson was having none of that. They sniffed that out from the very beginning. So a 3-yard loss all the way back to the 45.
Yeah. 58. Heron comes up from his linebacker position, flows through, unblocked, and makes a play there for Hughson, forcing a Summerville punt.
And so a punt, although they did fake one punt earlier tonight, that netted them 14 yards and a first down. They don't fake it this time. Takes a Bears bounce near the 15 and out of bounds inside the 10. So Hughson from their 8 will have the ball next on NorCal Sports TV. We'll be right back.
This broadcast of Summerville Bears football is brought to you by Caldera Construction, The Peppery, Sindelar Plumbing, Sindelar Tree Service, Caldwell Insurance Services, James Roberson Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, The Bears Quarterback Club, Edward Jones Financial Advisors of Tuolumne County, Scott Berner, Thrivent Financial Services.
That's why I sent you.
Summerville Bears football down 8-6. Hughson deep in their territory. Got a touchdown their last series from their own 8. And if they just, why change what's been working? Let's try it again. Neucher to the 9.
Yeah, good play there by Slater again. That's probably the 5th or 6th time he's been in the backfield. Just flying up, reading that run, and coming up, making a big play for Summerville. Him and Tarter meeting there at the running back.
At one point, somebody's going to get tired. Either Neucher or the defense of Summerville.
Yeah, and usually when you see both those linebackers flying up like that, you'd say, hey, let's go play action pass. But that's not really something Hughson does a lot. We'll see if they decide to try that here.
Well, they're looking to pass. No, maybe not. Hartgrove's going to run with it. Down near the 13. Nice tackle by Summerville. Number 13, Egger, on the tackle.
Yeah, and that time it was a quick one option. Hey, it's one option and then me. It seems like that's the offensive pass philosophy here for Hughson. If that guy's not open that we're looking to hit, I'm just going to take off and run. That time he picked up enough to get it, make a third and manageable here, so you can either run or pass if you're the Huskies. Maybe even throw some kind of screen, a wide receiver screen, or they'd like to throw that running back screen here on the short side of the field. We'll see what they do here on 3rd and 5.
Plenty of options if they do want to pass 3rd and 5. Left side, Lopez. He's got room. 5, 10. First down for Hughson. Number 15, Anthony Lopez and company. They don't pass very often, but boy, if they make the connection, they're gone.
Yep, and that time they hit that bubble screen. Just nice, easy throw to Lopez. He gets a block, and then he's off to the races. Nice tackle there by Henderson, saving what could have been a bigger gain. Henderson had a 52-yard interception return for a touchdown last Tuesday night against Waterford just before halftime that gave the Bears a huge momentum burst. This time just coming up making a good play from his cornerback position.
Fresh set of downs for the Hughson Huskies from their 25. Again in the third quarter, Hughson on top 8-6, scoring on their last possession. Nucher straight up the middle. 5 yards on first down. And that's what you want to do. That's what they normally do. His average is 6 to 7 yards per carry. And now here in the third quarter, he's really getting that average back up there again. That might be the last play of the third quarter. Hughson on top 8-6. Fourth quarter action coming up next. Summerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team, is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com. Hey Bears fans, Sindelar Plumbing, a local family-owned business, is proud to support tonight's Bears football broadcast. If you find yourself needing a plumber, call us first. A simple faucet installation, a new energy-efficient water heater, or a new residential and commercial plumbing project, we will help with them all. With over 20 years of plumbing experience, look no further than Sindelar Plumbing for solutions to all your plumbing needs.
Live at Thorstead Field, Summerville High School, where the Bears down by 2, 8-6 to the Hughson Huskies. The Huskies with the ball. Second down and 5, now moving right to left on your screen. Nucher doing most of the work for the Huskies. He scored the touchdown and the 2-point conversion in their last series. And right now the offense for Hughson has been controlling until that jump on the snap there is going to take him back to the 25.
Yeah, that's a huge play there because it was 2nd and 5. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 5, you had all kinds of options. You could have ran little trap again. You could have tossed outside instead. Now it's 2nd and long, so we'll see what they end up doing here. I still wouldn't be surprised to see go back to the run game, maybe that trap that worked pretty effective last time.
As we watch Nucher, we actually have the quarterback keeper over here for the 26. A lot of the Hughson faithful looking for a horse collar, but they didn't get it.
That's just a read option there as he's reading that DN. The DN stepped down, and then I think they had a pretty good gripe there because he grabbed him right behind the back of the jersey and brought him down. Was Kyle Coran. So, I mean, I don't know. Earlier I said it was a call by this against Summerville. This time I thought they got a break. They send it even out, so it kind of works out. But 3rd and long, Hughson here not in a position they like to be in.
Again, we're in the fourth quarter. Clock running, 11 minutes. This is House. House was on the run when he got it. Across the 35, and he got the first down.
Yeah, nice job. Fly sweep there by Hughson. Something they haven't ran a lot tonight. They've ran it a couple times. And you see House here. The advantage of this is you're full speed going, and then he just gets out front. Good blocks there by his receivers. Number 33, Ethan Jones out there, and it picks up the first down. So on a 3rd and long, Hughson able to pick up the first down on the ground. That's an advantage to them, and now they come out 3 wide receivers.
Kind of spreading them out a little bit, huh? 3 receivers, only 2 defenders covering because they're just giving it to Dutcher, who goes left side guard to the 40. It's almost like Summerville defense isn't even concerned with the pass over there. They had 3 receivers over there, 2 cornerbacks even covering them.
Yeah, so the situation there is you got 3 over 2, and now Frankenstein coming up. Looks like he's got a cramp, so he's coming off. But 3 over 2 is an offensive guy. You're saying, hey, we saw that. I wouldn't be shocked to see Hughson come back to it again and go, hey, bubble screen to that side again. You got 2 blockers. You got 1 guy catching the football. If you can get your 2 guys blocked, it could be down the sideline for 6 for Hughson.
Here they are again. 3 wide on the left side, only 2 Summerville Bear defenders. And they do pass on that side. This is Lopez from his 35-40, trying to get midfield. He's there after being first wrapped up by Tommy Warfield. Surprising that he even came down.
Yeah, and there it was. There's that bubble screen. You got 3 over 2. It's an easy call then. You just got 2 guys out there blocking. This time, Warfield comes up and in support, but not before another 10 yards is gained. So it's an easy first down for Hughson. One that they gained through the air instead of on the ground. And now, hey, they're going trips to the top again. We'll see. They may come back with it. They may still run it, but.
Burciaga's kind of pulling out there. Instead, they go right up the middle.
Yep, and then if you're an offensive coach, that's what you want. Hey, that DN has to come out. He has to split the difference between that slot receiver and the tackle. Now you're bringing him out of the box and giving you better opportunity, better run numbers for the Hughson Huskies, and that's all they're looking to is that bubble screen kept him. The play before kept him. Hey, I got to kind of respect that just a little bit. That hesitation gets you to get up on that second level if you're the offensive lineman and gets you better ankles. So, hey, right now Hughson doing everything that they want to do, and they have the lead. They're running the ball, and the clock's moving.
2nd down and 6 from Summerville's 46. Yeah, they seem to kind of have control of things right now in a way. It's almost like whatever they're doing, it's working. And they called a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Hughson on top 8-6 over Summerville on NorCal Sports TV.
Our Tree Service is a local family-owned and operated business specializing in meeting fire clearance requirements, hazardous tree removal, and emergency jobs. With over 20 years' experience, our employees are safe, knowledgeable, and professional. Voted 2021's Best of 209 by 209 Multimedia, we're happy to provide our customers with quality work at affordable rates. Proud to offer discounts to veterans. Call today to schedule your free estimate. 209-559-0124. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362. Scott Berner, financial representative of Thrivent, helping you with your insurance and retirement needs. 209-371-9362.
8 plays, 45 yards later. Hughson Huskies here in the 4th quarter, controlling the game from the Bears' 46. Nutcher, the ball carrier, he's been the workhorse for them, getting his average nearly 7 yards on every carry, except for that one. Barely getting 1, so it's 3rd down and 5. And the Summerville Bears, this is the big defensive stop that they need in any part of this game is right here, right now.
No, absolutely, and that's a good job there by Tippin as well as by number 21. Slater getting in there, making the play at the line of scrimmage for little to no gain. So now it sets 3rd and 5 for Hughson. Probably 2-down territory for the Huskies here. We'll see if they can pick up positive yards on this 3rd down play, though.
Hard Pro putting House in motion. They did this before. It worked for him. Nutcher with a big block for him, and he's got a first down as he's out of bounds near the 40. If he's inside the 40, he definitely has it. It looks like the side judge is going to mark him down at the 39. Generous spot, but a conversion, 3rd down to conversion. And now, 10 plays later, starting from their 8, with 8 minutes to go and the clock running, nursing a 2-point lead. Hughson seems to be in control right now.
No, that was a great job there by Nutcher. He got out there, led for House on that jet sweep, fly sweep, however you want to call it. Great job of getting out there, getting movement, and getting some positive yards for his running back. And again, another first down for Hughson. They have the ball, the clock's running, up by 2.
This is Lopez, this time in motion. A low snap, but a quick pickup. The toss downfield to Dyson House. Incomplete. And the coverage was there by the Summerville Bears. Leveros and number 33, George Henderson for the Bears.
Yeah, that was a good job there by them. Bad snap, and quarterback picked it up and just heaves it downfield. Hughson, honestly, lucky that wasn't an interception. You had 2 guys down there for Summerville, only 1 for Hughson.
Leveros from his safety position, playing both sides. Smaller teams do that. Quarterback, safety, kicker. Probably puts on the K-tape on the team before the game if he wants to, Second down and 10 for the Huskies here. Clock has stopped, just under 8 minutes to go. Hughson on top 8-6.
Again, another little miscommunication as it looked like the snap was before everybody. I think the center and guard moved and nobody else. Quarterback lucky to just get that snap.
Burciaga bursting through from his left tackle position across the field to get that tackle.
Yeah, Burciaga, good job of just play. Ball moved, I'm going.
Yeah.
And makes a big play there. Loss of 3 for Summerville, set up a 3rd and long.
What do you tell your tackles on the line?
You always move
Find
on
the ball
movement. Yeah,
go.
move on movement. He did a good job of doing that there.
He's in the right tackle position now. I think that's where he came from. He kind of gets moved around a little bit.
Yeah, he plays that defensive end position, so he's usually on the short side of the field.
3rd down and long for the Huskies. Harcrow throwing. He's got a defender down there actually before the intended receiver. And that was a very long attempt, and looks like they're going to punt it away now.
Yeah, they went with that jet motion, trying to fake that jet sweep. Throws it up, and he got hammered right as he let go of the ball, and Corey Ketchum was closer to it than the intended receiver, Montez, for Hughson.
That's twice Corey Ketchum has been a part of a long toss. First one, he got a hand in there to break it away. This time he was just there.
So that was a, 12-play drive, 13-play drive, but ultimately Summerville able to stop the drive and now getting the football back here.
Leon Tippett almost got a punt block there.
We've seen some great punting here, high school punting. I mean, that's the 4th or 5th time we've got a ball down inside the 10.
From the 8-yard line, the Bears will take over next, down by 2 on NorCal Sports TV.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
And if it wasn't for that great Summerville Bears Quarterback Club, we wouldn't be here broadcasting live with you, so we appreciate them picking up the broadcast fees. Ron Roberson and the gang, and the Bears now need to make something happen here in the 4th quarter, down by 2, and that quarterback keeper that got nowhere is not going to be the play that's going to get them anywhere.
No, good job here by David Burciago as well as number 58 for Hughson, Hayden Heron, making a big play there for the defensive unit for the Huskies here as they have 6.5 minutes left to go, up by 2.
Leveros left side, another sidearm caught at the 12. Those sidearm throws seem to be gaining popularity. That was Cribbs. Who is it that throws like that in the NFL, Jeremy? I can't think of his name right now.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes, that's who it is.
Yep, that's that baseball player playing quarterback action there for Summerville.
5-yard pickup, 3rd down for the Bears. They need to convert these 3rd downs.
Yeah, this is a pretty big play here in the game. I mean, yeah, there's 6 minutes left, but Hughson can run the time off the clock, so
Another pass. This time it's caught at the 18 and down at the 20. So a 6-yard pickup for the Bears. 2 plays in a row, 10-plus yards on pass, and the Bears now moving the ball.
Yeah, that time the running back running a wheel route out of the backfield, and that was a pretty good throw right in front of the linebacker there, Heron, before he could get there. Now Summerville comes out 4 wide receivers to the right.
Empty backfield. Levereau scrambling in some trouble. He's got a man open. It's caught at the 25 and down near the 30. That's number 4, Dean Tremoloni. And the Bears now 3 plays in a row, moving the ball 9-plus yards each play. That one just shy of a first down. 2nd and 1 coming up.
Yeah, Summerville got away with one there as they had an offensive lineman 9 yards downfield on that fake screen. But it was on the opposite side of the field, so they got away with it.
Elkins has the first down. Down near the 34. And again, a close one. 8-6, Hughson on top. Took late in the game before Hughson scored their first touchdown. Bears were nursing a 6-0 lead most of the game. 2-point conversion was good. That's why we sit where we are now. But the Bears now answering back with a couple of big plays and moving the chains.
And then the fumble there, luckily for Summerville. Offensive lineman was there to pick it up because that was another missed communication between running back and quarterback. As you see here on the replay, Leveros tries to reach and give it to the running back as he's getting tackled, and Reese just happens to be in the right place at the right time. Reese Wynn, that is, for Summerville.
We had Reese Wynn and now, or Jordan Wynn earlier, and now Reese saving the Bears' skin a couple of times. 2nd down, 15. Bears from their 29. Under 5 minutes to go. Levereau sitting, waiting, gets the pass off as he's hit. It is caught at the 33. I like Levereau's. He just kind of sits there, takes the hit as he throws it, and Tremoloni is there to take the pass. Levereau's is a strong football player for such a young man and small in stature on the field as well.
Yeah, we talked about it early in the game, or in our opening, that they didn't do a very good job of protecting him last week, and they've done a pretty good job up to this point. But the last couple plays, he's taken some big shots, and that's not what you want from your quarterback. You offensive linemen want to protect that quarterback at all costs, and then so far they hadn't done it here.
Timeout Summerville, down by 2 here in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back on NorCal Sports TV.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and get and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun.
Meeting new people, making new friends.
The games, I love playing games here.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the 3.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Live at Thorstead Field, Summerville High School down by 2 here late in the 4th quarter. A toss into the air, nearly picked off. Leveros just chucked this thing up there. I thought Cribbs was going to come down with it. So Leveros now, and the Bears find themselves 4th down and 11 from their 34. We were talking about Leveros and his size being a small guy. The mother lode produces small, strong football players. I think he reminds me a lot of Ryan Emerald of the Sonora Wildcats about 10 years ago. Emerald was a very strong-willed player, taking tons of hits for his team for a number of years. Leveros kind of reminds me of that. He sits there in the pocket. He's not afraid of getting hit. And here are the Bears now, with under 4 minutes to go, need to go for it. Leveros didn't like something, so he called a timeout. And so down by 2, what happens? We'll find out next on NorCal Sports TV.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
It's Justin Flores and Tony Romo Hurtado. This guy's been calling it here tonight. He sees something out there. He is in line. I don't know what you call it. You're in the zone. You're wired in. Unless you got an earpiece that you're picking up at the coaches that we're not seeing. What's going to happen here, 4th and 11?
Well, I mean, you've used 2 timeouts on this drive, so now you got to go for it. I expect some kind of slant to 11 or 4. We'll see.
Leveros looking to his left. Chase down. Dyson House is on him. Leveros going to tuck it away. He passed it, and it's caught, but I'm not sure. He may have been past the line of scrimmage. I don't see a flag yet on it. Do you?
Yeah, it's sitting there at the 44-yard line right on the sideline because he was about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. You'll see here on the replay.
If he gets past the 33.
As he's rolling out.
30. Oh,
he's
yeah,
at the 36
30.
almost when he throws it.
Unfortunately, and it was caught by Dean Tremoloni. Yeah, he was near the, you're right, 34, 35 or something. Yeah, he was definitely well past the line of scrimmage there.
He's trying to make a play. 31. He's rolling away from his throwing arm, so he just kind of flips it forward. It was a great play. I mean, 11's there. Cribbs makes the catch, but it's going to be an illegal forward pass, so that's going to be a loss of down 2. So Hughson not only will take the penalty, but they get the football.
So a turnover on the downs and the penalty.
So Hughson takes over 1st and 10 from own 30, or from the Summerville 31, up 3:44 left to go here, up by 2.
The way the game has been played tonight, Hughson at 3-0 coming into this game. I wonder if they're going to be a little conservative. Keep it on the ground. Let the clock run out as much as you can. See if you can't get 5 or 6 yards on a couple of runs. That's what I would think, but
Absolutely. Yeah. I expect 34 to touch the football 3 out of the 4 next 4 plays.
And if it pans out that Hughson walks away with a win, it is a very close one and unexpected by most. And there's that 10-plus yards. He didn't even get the 5 yards. He's getting his average back up again to the 19, 12 yards on one play there. And I just hope, for Summerville's sake, they can see and look back on film, the things they did, the things that worked, capitalize on that, and prepare for the next game.
Yeah, I mean, and they played a great game. Like you said, some people thought it was going to be not a very competitive game, but they've come out and played well. It is only one of their 2 home games of the year, so that's not, that big of a shock that they come out here and play hard at home. But so far, Hughson is just a little bit better tonight.
Now in the red zone, this is Dyson House. We've seen him a few times tonight. And they fumbled the ball, and now the Bears have recovered on their own 15. An unfortunate event for Hughson, but big for the Summerville Bears as the Hughson Huskies, instead of protecting the ball and just simply doing what we thought they might do, tried to go for a big run and a big play, ends up giving the ball back to the Bears, and they've got 3:11 to go, and they only need a field goal to win it, if they can even do that, or just go for the end zone.
Yeah, that was a great play by Robert Burciaga. He makes a tackle, and then he strips the football away and recovers it, giving the offense new life here with 3:11 left to go, only 1 timeout. So they needed a big play, and they got it now. Let's see if they can respond on offense.
Oh, Leveros stumbles over his own foot. 12th man in the backfield for Hughson, the invisible 12th man.
Yeah, I think the 8-yard line tackled him because
his foot just got up underneath him. Well, if things could make the game a little more exciting, that would be one of them. 2nd down and 17 for the Bears from their 8, and now Hughson calls a timeout. Hughson with a 2-point lead. We'll find out what happens next on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Summerville Bears football is brought to you by Caldera Construction, The Peppery, Sindelar Plumbing, Sindelar Tree Service, Caldwell Insurance Services, James Roberson Construction, Benton Roberson CPAs, The Bears Quarterback Club, Edward Jones Financial Advisors of Tuolumne County, Scott Berner, Thrivent Financial Services, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp.
Bears have a chance. They're down by 2 late in the fourth quarter. Second down at 17. Frankenstein's in motion. Leveros scrambling that way, looking for a receiver. Short pass in the flat, across the 20. It's Warfield. He's got a first down and more. Out of bounds near the 30. That'll even stop the clock.
No, and a great job that they motioned the 4 wide receivers, and Leveros rolls out away from his dominant hand. He just flips it back across his body, which a lot of coaches will lose sleep over, but it worked out for him well there and gets the first down for Summerville.
From the 30. Looking left, looking right, telegraphing a pass. He's got a man, Frankenstein, incomplete at the 43. If it's in the hands, he should have had it, my dad used to say. Again, that's one he's going to be thinking about tonight later on.
No, and again, you see Leveros here. He drops back and he kind of floats as 55 comes at him, and again flips it back across his body. A little bit behind the receiver, but something that easily should have been caught if you ask Frankenstein, I'm sure.
Elkins with a big block, giving Leveros some time. Now the pass incomplete. Hits a couple of hands. Third down and 10 coming up for the Bears. 2:17, the clock is stopped. Again, Summerville, as you see here on the scoreboard, down by 2.
Yeah.
Leveros and company working hard to try to make something happen.
I believe it's Cole that comes flying in and tips the ball away for the Huskies. Brings up, like I said, 3rd and 10 here. Obviously 4-down territory for Summerville.
In Summerville, had a 6-0 lead most of the game until the third quarter. Hughson eventually put one in. A couple of guys wide out here. This is Warfield. Warfield to the 30, breaking tackles, 35. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Big run, Tommy Warfield there.
No, absolutely, and Summerville lines up in that formation. That's a backwards pass, so me being a coach, I see that and triggers go up and say, hey, expect some kind of double pass out of that look here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's maybe not this play, couple plays later. Once you get across the 50, this is usually the shot area, so we'll see.
Leveros looking right side, got a man open, incomplete through the hands of Dean Tremoloni. Stops the clock, but boy, a couple of these low passes just not in there. The receivers just, I don't know what's going on there. Is the ball wet? Is it cold? I mean, that was right in the numbers.
Yeah, and again, he's fallen to the ground. I mean, Leveros put it right almost where he had to, just didn't make the catch if you're Summerville.
A lot of options, as a lot of players have touched the ball. Obviously, Leveros and company have a lot in the passing game. Here comes the screen. Elkins to the 45, 47, maybe 48-yard line. So 3rd down and 4 coming up. Maybe 3rd down and 5, so 5 yards there on that play.
Now here you see again, they run that screen. Elkins just leaks out. Let all the defenders run by you, flip it out to him.
Hurry up offense. He's looking left, looking right, passes right. Incomplete. Bullet pass to Tommy Warfield.
Yeah, that one was about a foot out of his reach there as the snap was low. Good job of Leveros to control it, and then tries to throw it. And Summerville looks like they're going to use their final timeout here.
Wow, when we come back with 90 seconds to go, we'll see if Summerville can pull this off on NorCal Sports TV.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well, so.
trying to keep the game alive and their chances here down by 2. The Bears, 4th and 5. Levereau scrambling. Got a man in the middle of the field. Elkins incomplete. He was all alone. Ball was over his head. He couldn't bring it down.
Again, he rolls out to his right, stops, and throws it back across his body. That time just a little too far for Elkins, off the hands of the intended receiver, and a valiant effort again put up by Summerville, but unless they can force another fumble by Hughson, it could be just a matter of just a little too short. Either way, great job there as we see the replay. 4-by-1 formation. Rolls out to his right. Throws it back. Had a guy open. Elkins there. If he makes that catch, he might go to the house.
You know,
there's nobody there.
When I saw that there was nobody there and it was just over his head, I thought he's going to get this thing and take off with it. That would have just about caused these stands to come crumbling down. And as it is right now, it appears Houston's going to walk away with a victory, although they have had a couple of fumbles and stripping out there.
Yeah, a good job there by the running back, Nutcher. He gets the handoff, puts both hands on the ball, and says, hey, I don't care if I gain a yard. I'm just going to hold on to the football, make sure the clock runs. You got no timeouts left. You see there on the replay, both hands on the ball. Just, hey, this is going to protect this. We'll try and get it to the house with the victory. 8-6. They'll take it if they're the Huskies. And now they should just be able to take a knee, and we'll see if that's what they end up doing.
Setting into the formation there, letting that play clock run down. You got to give it up to the Summerville Bears. They held on to a very large school that sits at 3-0. You talk to a lot of the folks who watch these games and watch these teams, they would tell you that Houston's probably going to, be an easy victory for them. But Summerville held on to a 6-0 lead for so long before Hughson finally scored. A lot of Houston players are out there limping, barely getting out of Tuolumne alive here tonight.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure if you ask Coach King from Houston, he's going to be happy to get the victory, but maybe not happy with the way his team played. They got a lot of things they got to clean up before they open Trans-Valley League play next week versus Escalon. And Summerville, hey, you're 0-2, but you played a pretty good Houston team down to the last couple minutes. I know Sean Levereau is going to be really big on moral victories, but at the same time, you got to be happy with the way your team came out and played and played hard all night long.
Summerville moves to 0-2 on their season, while Hughson goes 4-0, squeaking by the Summerville Bears in Tuolumne. Have yourself a good night. For Jeremy Hurtado and Dion, as the game is over, we'll wrap up and talk about the future for both these teams next on NorCal Sports TV.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
Roberson Construction brings a can-do attitude to every aspect of a construction project, making dreams a reality for its customers. The Roberson team is made up of professionals who know how to make the construction process a positive experience. Roberson Construction focuses on quality and integrity to maximize results and minimize stress. Whatever your construction needs, a remodel, new home, commercial project, consider Roberson Construction. You can find us locally and on Facebook or Instagram. We look forward to listening to you.
Final score at Summerville, Hughson Huskies 8, Summerville Bears 6, in a game that most may have thought, hey, it could be a walk in the park for Hughson, but it wasn't. Summerville gave them a run for their money, was up 6-0 most of the game before Hughson eventually scored and made it a tie game, but the two-point conversion is what helped them. Summerville trying to go in for the two-point conversion with their touchdown, it didn't quite work, and so the two-point differential here. But you know what, Jeremy, you've watched the Summerville Bears play a couple of games now so far in the season, even though they're 0-2. Next week, Beg Valley Christian and Modesto. What are you seeing as that matchup coming up?
No, absolutely. I mean, Summerville, you see improvement usually from week 1 to week 2 is the biggest improvement you see in a coaching in a season, and it was absolutely true. I mean, Tuesday night they played a completely different team. Obviously, they were low in numbers and had to fill guys in here and there. They got a lot of their guys back tonight, and it showed. I mean, they were much more physical, I thought, tonight than they were Tuesday night. They played, I think, a better team overall tonight. And then they came out and they were competitive. And so that's what you can ask for if you're a coach. They came out and played hard. I think next Friday night down in Modesto at Big Valley, I think it's going to be a game. Big Valley, I know they're a pretty decent football team as well. Summerville played them in the spring last year, and it was a close game, so I expect another close game. But I think Summerville can build on this tonight and go down to Modesto and give Big Valley a good game. And
I keep forgetting they just played a game 4 days ago, so 2 games in 4 days coming up like this against Hughson. Hughson at 4-0 is going to roll into their league play, and they've got Escalon, who played Sonora just a week ago.
Yeah, and Escalon's coming off a huge loss to Kimball last night. I mean, they got exposed a little bit through the air. So that's not what Hughson does. So it's one of those things where they're going to see that film and go, okay, well, we have to do what we do. I think Houston's going to just come out, and it's going to be a TVL game. You got weapons from Hughson and weapons from Escalon. It's going to be a great game to see. That one could go either way as well. But if you're going to watch a game on NorCal Sports TV, we'll be at the Big Valley game.
That's right. NorCal Sports TV, Big Valley Christian with Summerville Bears. And, of course, just about any sport from high school to football, if Dion, the eye in the sky, can get it on, you can be sure it's going to be on there. So you can always go to NorCal Sports TV on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, and that's where we will see you next time.
Absolutely.
Have a good night. I'm Justin Flores. He's Jeremy Hurtado here on NorCal Sports TV.